Today, I'm walking you through how to find beginner-friendly jobs on Upwork using the exact screens you'll see right after logging in, including how to use the filters that instantly remove the noise and show you only the best opportunities. Upwork can feel overwhelming when you're new. There are thousands of job posts, dozens of categories, and so much jargon that it's easy to feel lost. But here's the secret: Upwork is actually very logical once you understand the signals, the filters, and the order you're meant to look at things. So today we're going to break down how to read your job feed, what each job listing is actually telling you, how to use search suggestions the right way, and finally how to use Upwork's filters to only see jobs beginners can land today. Let's get into it. First thing you want to do is click the link in my description and it will bring you to this homepage. So it says build your business with top freelancers, post a job and connect with independent talent today. Safe and secure hiring for any size of work. They have over 1 million reviews, protected payments, and hire who you need. So find pros who can handle any job. Now you can choose a category to see popular skills for hire. There's development in IT, design and creative, AI services, sales and marketing, writing and translation. You even got HR, you got legal, engineering and architecture, and it's trusted by Microsoft, Airbnb, Automatic, and more. So Upwork immediately feels professional, more structured, and more serious. Upwork's branding is intentionally corporate. This page communicates that this is not casual and that it is real work. Now, this is why many high-paying clients prefer Upwork. The environment attracts people who want long-term help, not one-time orders. So instead of browsing services, clients post jobs. So right after logging in, you will land on the jobs you might like page. So this page is not random. It's Upwork's algorithm trying to match you with good fit jobs based on the skills and categories you selected when you created your profile. At the top, you'll see best matches, most recent, US only, and saved jobs. And these tabs change which jobs appear. So best matches tries to predict what fits your skills. Most recent shows the newest post, and this is where beginners win because competition is still low. So I always recommend beginners click most recent first. We can see that only 29 minutes ago. So it says we're looking for talented UGC creators to produce engaging and authentic content for our range of home appliances and sleep aid products. The ideal candidate will have experience creating lifestyle videos, product reviews, and social media posts that resonate with consumers. Your content should highlight the benefits and unique features of XYZ. So you can see they have spent 20,000. Another one is 8,000 spent. So they're seeking UGC creators to produce 30 to 60-second video ads. They should be creative and resonate with their target audience. And that's where they're going to put that in the description. So here you just want to kind of review everything. Here posted an hour ago, but you could see that no money has been spent. So you want to be just cautious on those. But there's another one here. They have spent 50,000 and they are looking for testers in the US. So maybe you aren't a content creator, but you want to test an app. You can go ahead and do that and just explore from there. So let's look at a specific job posting. So every job card includes tiny clues that tell you whether they are worth your time, like we just saw for payment verified. So payment verified is the blue check mark, meaning the client has a valid payment method, and this is safer and more reliable for beginners. Again, that total money spent shows how experienced the client is on Upwork. Clients who spend a lot usually hire faster and communicate more clearly. Then we have the proposal count. This is the most important number for beginners. Look for less than 5 proposals or 5 to 10 proposals. It means competition is low and you still have a chance. There's also experience level. I mean, all of these say intermediate, but when a posting says entry level, the client expects someone earlier in their freelancing journey. And these are the jobs that help you build that first review. So now let's use the search bar. When you start typing a phrase like content creator into the Upwork search bar, something important happens. Upwork immediately shows you a list of auto suggested keywords. So things like social media content creation, content strategy, strategy, TikTok content creator, content editing, and maybe it's YouTube content creator, social media creator. So these suggestions are not random. They're not guesses. They're not generic. These are the exact phrases clients are typing into Upwork when they're posting jobs. So when you see these suggestions pop up, Upwork is basically telling you these are the search terms clients use the most. These are the categories where there is an active demand. And here's why this matters for beginners. One, these keywords shape what jobs appear for you. When you select one, Upwork now knows what type of work that you want. Your entire job feed updates based on that keyword. Another thing is these keywords influence how clients find you. Upwork uses keyword matching. If a client posts a job and the job is called TikTok content creator and you have the phrase TikTok content creator somewhere in your profile becomes more relevant, you show up in search results, you get recommended more often, and you look like a skill match for their job. Most beginners skip this and choose vague titles like freelancer or content creator, but clients are not searching for vague titles, they are searching for specific roles. The third thing is these keywords should guide your entire profile. Whatever keyword you choose shouldn't just go into the search bar. You should also use it inside of your profile title, UGC content creator for short form videos, your skills section, so the TikTok content, UGC video creation, Instagram reels, maybe your project catalog gig, so if you ever list services, or your proposals, so you could use the keyword in your first sentence. This is how you speak the same language the algorithm speaks. Upwork rewards relevance, and these auto-suggested keywords tells you exactly which terms will make you more discoverable. When you use same words client use, you're no longer guessing, you're aligning your profile with actual demand. So once we clicked search, Upwork shows you every job related to your keyword. So here is the strategy. For example, you want to look for entry level and payment verified over here. So 510 clients are payment verified. You also want to look for less than 5 proposals. So this minimizes competition. And then you can look for a job posted recently and maybe for client history, no hires, 10 plus hires, 1 to 9 hires. So these combine into what I call beginner green flags. That's how you spot the easiest jobs to win with no reviews yet. So for entry level, this tells Upwork, show me jobs where the client expects beginners. Now this one filter alone can turn thousands of irrelevant listings into a small manageable list of opportunities you can actually win. And for our job type, we have hourly versus fixed price. Hourly jobs pay you per hour, while fixed price jobs pay per project. For beginners, fixed price jobs under $100 are often the easiest because clients expect a simple task. Competition is lower, you can deliver quickly and get your first review fast. If you want to start small, check less than $100 or $100 to $500 if you're comfortable. This keeps things simple and beginner friendly. Number of proposals. So this is the most powerful filter. Less than 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. For beginners, check less than 5. This ensures every job you see has low competition, fresh opportunities, a higher chance the client will even open your proposal. This filter alone can triple your chances of getting hired. Check payment verified to avoid scammers, clients who don't hire, clients who don't understand Upwork. This keeps you safe and saves you time. Client history, so you're going to see no hires, 1 to 9 hires, 10 plus hires. For beginners, I recommend 1 to 9 hires or 10 plus hires. So project length tells you how long the client expects the work to last. And this is one of the most underestimated filters on Upwork. For beginners, shorter projects are your best friend because they help you build momentum faster. When you're new, the goal isn't to land one giant job that drags on for months. The goal is to stack wins, build reviews, and create proof that you can deliver. So here's how to use this filter strategically. Less than 1 month. These are usually simple, clearly defined tasks. Things like editing a short video, writing a product description, creating a social media post, or organizing a spreadsheet. These projects finish quickly, which means you get paid faster, you get a review faster, and you can immediately use that review to land big bigger jobs. This is the fastest path to building reputation on Upwork. 1 to 3 months. So these projects are still beginner friendly, but they need to give you a little bit more stability. These projects are still beginner friendly, but they give you a little bit more stability. These tend to be recurring tasks, weekly video edits, managing a social account, or ongoing admin help. They are perfect once you have your first 1 or 2 reviews because clients start trusting you with longer commitments. The income becomes more predictable and you can build relationships with returning clients. What you want to avoid as a beginner is selecting the longer ranges like 3 to 6 months or more than 6 months because those are usually for freelancers who already have a track record. Shorter project lengths make it easier to learn the platform, practice client communication, and build confidence. So here is the exact filter combination most beginners should use. Entry level, we could do less than 5 proposals, make sure payment is verified, less than $100 or $100 to $500. You could do 1 to 9 hires. Then for the project length, let's do less than 1. This combination removes 95% of the noise and leaves you with jobs you can realistically get hired for. And that's how to use your Upwork feed, your search bar, and especially your filters to find beginner-friendly jobs that you can actually land even without experience, reviews, or a portfolio. Upwork becomes so much easier once you understand what every label means and how to use filters to your advantage. I'm Erin from Side Hustle Mastery, and I'll see you in the next one.